once again the program that lights up a candle of wisdom in you. Now remember, it is also the program that gives food for your thought. Now, through science, as we know, we try to study the universe by studying the nature of it or by studying the secrets of it. But through Buddhism, we try to understand the universe by studying or by understanding one's own mind. Now that is how we try to understand the rest of the world or the universe. Now today as well, we seek the knowledge of Dr. Chandana Jayaratna, Senior Lecturer, Department of Physics at the University of Colombo, as well as the consultant to the Space Application Division of the Arthur C. Clarke Institute, plus the founder of Metsavya, the Center for Meditation. So we warmly welcome you to Science and Buddhism. Now, sir, I remember during our last program, we used to discuss about this Muruga Sangvarshava, or what will happen at the end of the Gautama Buddha Shasana. Now, today, I would like to ask you, how will this world end? How will this earth face destruction?
Well, Shivandi, now that's an interesting question, but certain things we can answer to the knowledge that we have certain today, but it may or may not be the correct concepts. But right now we have a better understanding about the world, end of the world through astronomical observations. And now, as we mentioned earlier, that once that few people may get survived after this Murugasan Varsha, and they will, I mean, their lifespan will go according to Buddha. We don't know, I mean, scientifically, but according to this Buddhism, their lifespan will go up and increase and increase. It says that up to more than 100,000 years, right? And then again, that all depends on that how you observe this virtue and the sila in you within, so that when your mind is pure, that the lifespan is more, it says. And then again, they will start to break this panchasila and all, the life span will come down. Yeah. And when it comes to 80,000 only, that the next Buddha, the Maitri Buddha, will born and I mean come to the world. So therefore, and it says that in a kingdom called Ketumati, and at that time, so I mean it seems to be a very prosperous regime. So anyway, so after Maitri Buddha, only now according to Buddhism, that the whole world, not like this previous explanation where what will happen at the end of Gautama Buddha, we said this Muruga Marsha and the mass extinction of animals, no?
Yes.
But they are not only animals, the whole world will get destroyed.
Yes.
Now how it happens, now I am going to explain. Now everything that has a beginning will have an end also, no? So here we said that with the explosion of a huge star, a dust cloud was formed, and that dust cloud then again get concentrated and the solar system was evolved, and those things we discussed in detail in our previous programs. And now the world was there right now, and after some time what will happen is that the sun, right, the sun will have no hydrogen energy to burn. And then of course it will start to use carbon, and then the ferric will form. And at such a position, what will happen is that now the sun is at a sort of, this is the, let's say, the origin. Now the sun is at a younger age. It's the half the, now let's say if a person is 100 years, now it's the 50 years like that, right? So another 4,000, now I said that the age of the solar system and the sun and the earth and the solar system is 4.5 billion years. That is 4,500 million years. Right? Now another 4,500 million years to go, and the sun will have no energy to burn, and I mean no hydrogen to burn, and it will start to swell, right, and it will become a very big red giant. Red, the yellowish color will become now red and red and red. With the formation of iron, it will. I mean, at that stage, it will be like this. And to how big, if you consider, it will come to the size of the Earth's orbit.
Okay, it will expand so much. Yes.
Right? And then this is what the science says.
Okay.
Right?
So it will touch the Earth's
it
orbit.
will. The Earth will collapse into it and then get destroyed. Right, burn and destroyed into flames, right? And if a star is little bigger than our, I mean, sun, that some bigger stars like 3 times, 10 times bigger, they will also go through the same process quickly, and with a sudden collapse, there will be a sort of dust cloud plus black hole.
Okay.
Sun, and this dust cloud will again can form stars. But here our sun is not a very big one, because it has now a big one was there at the beginning and it has exploded and the dust cloud formed and another sun formed, again explosion, and this process has gone on 2-3 times. Now we are in a position where at the end what will happen to our sun will be, now the earth is no more, right, and 4,500 million years to go, and then it will be only a white dwarf, right, and it's just a small dust cloud, right. Now this is what will happen in another at the what we call is in Buddhism, Buddhist terms, at the end of Maitri Buddha Sasana, right. So this is the situation. Well, I will show you that what will happen. The formation of the solar system from a dust cloud, which was also formed from an exploded sun, and then the solar system, and now it is a yellow star, our sun. And if the star is a very big one, it will form a black hole, but ours is not a big one, so therefore it will form a white dwarf, and the earth will no more there, right. Now the same concept, now a similar concept is given in Sattva Suryodgamana Sutta in Buddhism.
I think in Anguttara Nikaya.
Anguttara Nikaya, yes, right. Now there it says that that the at the end of Maitri Buddha Sasana, right, then there will be 2 suns, or the heat is too much, so that the plantations, vegetation will dry up, and then the rivers will dry up, and then there will be 3 suns, right. Now I think that this explanation may be that the sun is getting bigger and bigger. It looks like 2 suns, 3 suns, like that, and then because the size maybe, right, and then it will become 7 times bigger. It's like very big. So then the dry up of the small rivers, and the dry up of the 4 major rivers like Yamuna and all, it says, and then at the end, when there are 5 suns coming up, right, and there will be little water, even the ocean will dry up, and but to such a extent. And when the 7th sun comes, it says, the Sattva Suryodgamana Sutta says that the earth will caught into fire, and even without ashes it will just diminish, right. So this is, and it says till Akanita Brahma world, right, that the fire flames will go, right. So the destruction will go. Now, so this is what will happen. Now, actually, scientifically, we can also think that during the motion of I mentioned earlier, the galaxy is moving, the sun is moving around the galaxy, and during this motion, it may probably go through a place where you have a cluster of stars, right, to some extent. But the more probable thing is that what the Sattva Suryodgamana Sutta says is the sun's, the size of the sun, expansion, and the same thing will happen as what we mentioned in the science, that the earth will go into the flames, and the same thing, so the destruction will take place. Now here in a previous talk I mentioned about 31 worlds that described in Buddhism around the earth or any living beings. So now here is of course these are there, the Manusya Loka is the where we live in this thing, and it may be certain things may be down. Anyway, now it says Yodun 42,000, right? So that is you multiply it by 1.6 or so that you get in kilometers, various planes, right, around the earth. So like that, and you go up to this place and then Nirmanasati, and the flames will according to according to this Saptasuratgamana Sutra, the frames will go up to Akanita Brahmaloka. This is Abhasara is where we said that origin yes. So it will go up to that level. So that therefore that is I mean the great Akanita is here. You will see the 27th plane, right? World of Supreme Person. So therefore now this will be the situation that is what will happen at the end.
Yes. Well, folks, how extremely disappointing. I suppose the theories of the Buddha, you know, the Anitya, Dukkha and Anatma concept, it applies to almost everything, even the world, even the earth and even the sun. So now I would like to ask you, what will happen afterwards? Will the earth reform once again, or what's going to happen?
Well, that's a very interesting question, because now people are asking now whether there are so many of Buddhas can I mean born here,
in future?
right? In the past as well. No?
Yes.
Now according to the science, the age of the age of the solar system is has a limit, right? That is for 4.5 billion. Now earlier we mentioned that about 4 Buddhas will born in this kalpa. That is how we discussed that is about 310 million years. So that way you cannot explain right now whether the argument is that in most of the Jatakas and all it says Dambadevtala Yehi, right, and then Brahmadatta king, and always it says.
Yes.
Now earlier also I mentioned this, in Buddhism the Dambadevtala means not only for this earth, the earths like planets where there are animals as well as people like us.
Okay.
Because I will say that is what now I can argue it in that way. Now before that I will show you that some of the exploding stars, you see. So the stars can explode, right? This is actually a picture taken from our Arthur C. Clarke Institute telescope.
Wow.
Right. So these stars will at the end will get destroyed, and the other planets. Now this is what I mentioned about a very big star will go in a separate sequence, whereas a smaller star like our sun will go and end up as a white dwarf. But before our sun, it was a system like this, a very big one. So the sun was formed out of that. So now the idea is that now what will happen? Of course, if you look at sorry that this is in the Sinhala language, but you will see the ages of Buddhas, some 28 Buddhas, right? There are many, but according to Buddhism, now this
from
is 100,000, 90,000, like that. The life span, and it goes on like that, and then Kakusanda Buddha was 40,000, Ponagana Buddha was 30,000, Kassapa Buddha was 20,000, and Gautama Buddha was 80, and then Maitreya Buddha, and this after this thing, right? There will be a destruction of the earth. Now there were similar destructions as we see here. Some here you can see 61 Sunya Kalpa.
Okay.
Now these bigger gaps where there are no Buddhas means that there were no world.
Okay.
Right, and here also you can see now after Maitreya Buddha there will be 59 Sunya Kalpas where there will be no Buddhas. So this means there will be no world, and now in this particular case now there will be nothing, because the sun will not form another dust cloud which can produce another world, worldly system,
yes,
or the solar system. Now what will happen is that it is possible that it may the formation a nearby star where similar conditions are there. As I said, now we have found lot of extraterrestrial planets, and in regions where habitable environments are there, some planets are also there around the stars. Now in Buddhism also it says Sahasran Loko Tasmin Sahasran. This is about this particular Milky Way galaxy only, according to Buddhism. Now there I said that there are large number of stars now.
Yes.
So only in this one you will have 1,000 suns, 1,000 this Dambadiv, Aparagoyan, Uturukurain, Hurudivain. Like that you get Brahmalokas and all. So that means 1,000 of them are habitable stars out of this 150 millions of such a large number of stars. That is this only about 1,000, and according to this equation, direct equation that is scientifically also, they also says about 4,000 might have some advanced beings. So now in Buddhism it clearly classify. Now you can see what my argument is this. Now there is a sutta called Thana Sutta. It describes the type of people. Now it seems that there is a world called Uturukur Divine, and then there is a world called Aparagoyan, that is left from west to our world, north to our world, like that. So these therefore, I mean, Dambadiv Thala means that the people where there are worlds where there are people like us, and there are some in each and every world where there are people like us, the 31 world system is there. Okay. Right, Dambadiv and all these other worlds are also there. So therefore this can be argued like that. So therefore it is possible that another Buddha can be exist in a separate world now, because our world will not form again after Maitreya Buddha. Right, so this is the situation, but since the time is running out, I will just explain that in Buddhism, in certain Mahayana Sutta and all called Galan Sutta, there they describe even about, so also came out from Buddha's teachings, right, about the black holes even. Now such an advanced concept like black holes, which we know only very recently, were described, I mean, is in Buddhist suttas, right, and even the parallel universe theory, which is only a theory right now, and some things are there in Buddhism, of course. So this is the nature of Buddhist cosmology that was discovered some 2,500 years ago. Still we are some things unable to discover.
Well, it's indeed amazing, folks. Now, as Dr. Chandanacharan explained, now, after the destruction of the earth, will life form again on this earth or on another planet? Well, it need not be this earth, right? There are so many other planets that qualify enough to bear the beings. So it could be another planet, though in Buddhist literature it is explained as Dambadiv Thala, it could be another planet which is going to be like the earth the next time. So there's something that we should understand. Transient are all things. Transient is the earth and even the great sun. So what else to talk about, you and I, and transient is our program as well. time has come to say goodbye, and we are extremely thankful to Dr. Chandana Jayaranna for enlightening us on these facts as well. And also, if you have any comments on our interesting program, interesting discussion, please write to Science and Buddhism, the Buddhist channel, Sri Sambodhi Vihara, Gregory Road, Colombo 7. May the Triple Gem bless you.